Fáilte, everyone, you are very, very welcome. This is Earth Hour, and we invite you to turn off your lights. And here we sit in candlelight. And to turn off as many of your machines as you can. And of course, the irony of it is here we are connecting by hopefully this one machine, because we live in extraordinary times. Earth Hour was started in 2007 in Sydney in Australia. And it was the Worldwide Fund for Nature with a collaboration of other organizations who wanted to highlight the earth, our mother, and what we humans can do. How often do we have the house lit up like a Christmas tree, or do we have machines on that we don't necessarily need? And how can we follow the example of our younger ones who went on their school strikes all of those Fridays to highlight the earth, the ecosystem we live in, and what we each individually can do.
Fáilte gach aine go dtí an cruinniú néfa seo, uair speisialta, uair néfa, uair úsla, ar bhóthar, ar aon bhóthar, anu. Is Mrs. Sean. Welcome everyone. My name is Sean, or English John, to Earth Hour. And for the shaman, of course, every hour, every minute, every day, every night is Earth Hour. However, to have a festival, to have a known gathering in which we consciously together in community settle into being sensitive to the earth is a beautiful, beautiful tradition. It may be a young tradition, but beautiful nonetheless, as it brings us together as caretakers of the earth, walking the way of the shaman, earth keepers. Celebrate being together, celebrate Mother Earth, celebrate that we are a part of her living family. For we here in Ireland have a great tradition in our mythology of knowing the Tuatha Dé Danann, which translates as the tribe of Anu, or the tribe of Anna. Anu, Mother Earth, tribe of Mother Earth. May we this day, this hour, truly come together as Tuatha Dé Danann, the tribe of Mother Earth.
And we'd like to ask you at this stage to think of a time in your life where you really connected with Mother Earth. So for example, it might have been a time where you really connected with an animal, or maybe it was a sacred site or a particular place where your heart leapt, your Celtic soul was warmed by the connection that was made. As John said, here in these Celtic islands, we call her Danu, Anu, Anna. And wherever you're from, perhaps Pachamama, perhaps Gaia, Mother Earth, in whichever language is your first language, or perhaps you speak many languages and you've traveled the earth. We'll offer you a journey, a shamanic journey to connect even more, but this time to ask Mother Earth, what can we each individually do to help her at this time? We're thinking of our ancestors who sat by the fire with no ambient light and could look up and see Balak and Bowfin, the great Milky Way, the North Star here in our Northern Hemisphere, and the Southern Cross in the Southern Hemisphere. This is a way of us really coming to know this time of year, just after spring equinox, when daylight and the night sky are equal, as we creep towards ever more brightening evenings. We have a lovely saying here in Ireland, there's a grand stretch in the evenings. we invited you to bring a stone with you, and this would be the time for you to take your stone in your hand. This journey that John is going to lead us on is known as an Immram. It's the Gaelic word for wonder voyage. For those of you who are familiar, you will know that this is a wonderful opportunity to connect deeply with whatever way through your visual imagination as you close your eyes, or maybe it's auditory, a whisper in the wind, or a kinesthetic knowing. And for those of you who are new, this would be on the lines of a yoga nidra or a relaxation visualization, very wonderfully simple and safe to do. But an opportunity to connect with Mother Earth and to ask her to have that, if you will, sacred conversation. How can each one of us individually help? What can we do as we face the climate crisis in the world that we live in? But what can each of us do?
And to sit holding your stone as if for the first time holding a stone. The stone you're holding, a fragment of the body of Mother Earth, really brings Mother Earth into our circle and our community, but right into your hands. The energy of the earth in the form of the stone. The stone you're holding will be no younger than 10 million years old. That would be the measurement of the youngest stones we have in the surface of the earth, 10 million years old. Indeed, here in Ireland, the oldest stone that we take from the body of Mother Earth, the world famous Connemara marble, most commonly known in its green hue, but sometimes it's black. Well, the green Connemara marble is 300 million years old. So you holding your stone now holds an ancient fragment of the body of Mother Earth, a stone made of many other minerals and deposits that has known climates, ice ages, eras, plants, animals that we contemporary humans may know very, very little about and have no recording of them. So as you sit now as a human with a stone in her or his hand, allow Earth Hour to invite you to do so as if for the first time, to bring forward an innocence, a wide open awareness of this fragment of the body of our universal mother in your hand, allowing your sense of touch to be a sense that's open to the stone. And even in the darkness of the space you're in without our artificial lights, allowing what your eyes can see to be a wide open sense with the stone. The Irish tradition is deeply sensuous in the human oneness with Mother Earth. So allow your senses of hearing, smell, and taste to be just as open with the stone as your touch and your sight. Allowing the energies of this ancient fragment of Mother Earth to become known to you. Be alive to how you feel. Be alive to how you are, holding a stone, but becoming more and more sensuous with the stone, allowing the stone the opportunity to hold you, allowing Earth Hour to be a moment where the earth holds you. The current word in Irish, our first language, Gaeilge or Gaelic, for stone is cloch. C-L-O-C-H, cloch. And yet we keep a folk memory of a much older word for stone, lia, L-I-A, lia. And this is important for us because it's also an old Irish word for a physician, that our ancestors had the same word for a stone as they had for a doctor or medicine woman or medicine man, the same word, Leah. And allow yourself the opportunity of knowing that our ancestors knew about medicine, doctoring, the physician that lives in every stone, the healing and curing energies of every stone. And on this day of Earth Hour 2021, allow us to move beyond time, to sit with the ancients and this indigenous sensitivity and knowing of the power of a stone, holding this fragment of the body of Mother Earth so that we can wander deeper into our relationship with her and her with us, that we can bring forward the indigenous experience of oneness, divine integration with all of the ecosystems, all of the landscapes of Mother Earth. You may like to experiment placing the stone on different places of your physical body to discover how the presence and energy of the stone in different parts of your physical body brings different impact for you. Particularly choosing to place a stone on any site in your physical body where there may be pain or stiffness, stagnation, or suffering. Finding now where for you feels the most comfortable or the most potent place to hold your Leah. And if comfortable, closing your eyes and allowing the darkness behind your own eyes to become the darkness of the womb, a place we all knew for 9 months or thereabouts in our mother's womb. Allow us all now to be called to the one womb of the one mother. Our ancestors called Mother Earth here Anu, sometimes Ana, and indeed the word Ireland comes from the goddess Eru, one of a triple goddess with Banba and Fowla. Our ancestors didn't call this island Eru or Erin or Ireland, but the name was given to the humans by the goddess of the earth, Eru, for she is a goddess of sovereignty. And it wasn't humans arriving here, planting a flag and declaring a name of Mother Earth. It was quite the reverse. It was the earth speaking to the humans and granting that the landscape be called after the goddess so that the energy and experience of sovereignty would be known by those walking the land here. The energies of sovereignty, belonging, connection was cherished with every utterance of the name Ireland, in Irish Erin, coming originally from Eru. And allow now your holding of the stone to allow Mother Earth to speak to you in the same way as she spoke to our ancestors. Allow your stone to speak to you. Allow yourself, as you now return to the darkness of the womb of Mother Earth, allow her heartbeat, allow her holding her warm waters around you, bringing you nutrition and oxygen. Allow now in her womb, Mother Earth to speak directly to you, of her name, directly to you. You may hear a name that's familiar or completely new, but allow Mother Earth through the stone, in the darkness behind your closed eyes, to speak to you, for you to hear her name. Surrender now to the power of the stone. Surrender evermore with each breath to the power of the stone in your hand. And let go, but allow her now to carry you to a place of nature where she, through the stone that you're holding, decides to bring you. Let go now, allowing the power of the stone to sweep you away deep into nature, a place of her choosing, for her to bring you, her daughter, her son. And allow yourself now to discover, with all your senses open, the energies, physical and metaphysical, of this nature place. It may be familiar to you or completely new. Holding the stone, wander now in this place of nature. Eyes open, ears open. Your sense of smell open, your sense of taste open, your sense of touch open. And allow Mother Earth to bring you ever deeper into nature, for you to discover her voice, for you to hear her direct speaking to you of guidance, wisdom. Her voice in this place of nature calling out to you for relationship, calling out to you as Tuatha Dé Danann, calling out to you as one of the tribe of Mother Earth, to come into deeper relationship, deeper reciprocity, allowing directly to you to receive insight into how we as humans can care for her. Listening now to how our universal mother is asking for care, cherishing, protection from you, personally you, uniquely you. As you hear Mother Earth speak directly to you, bringing your Leah, your stone, to your lips and blowing with your breath 3 times or more the pure energy of all she's gifting you, blowing with your breath 3 times or more into your Leah, the energy of insight being gifted to you as a tribe of Mother Earth, blowing with your breath. Her calling for care, her calling for celebration, her calling for gratitude, her calling for protection. Blowing with your breath 3 times or more into your Leah, all that you are hearing, all that you are receiving. Taking your place now as Tuatha Dé Danann, taking your place now in the tribe of Mother Earth. You might like to return the stone now to that location on your body from where you began your Immram, your journey. How do you feel? What's it like to be you? Woman or man of Tuatha Dé Danann, of the tribe of Mother Earth. What have you heard? What have you seen? What have you touched? What have you scented? What have you tasted? beginning now the conscious return back to the womb of Mother Earth, knowing you can return to this place of nature at any time that you wish for peace, healing, connection, curing, recovery, retrieval, beginning now to make our way backwards, back to the protective womb of Mother Earth, in our embryonic state, fully cared by her. For we remember that even our physical bodies have come from Mother Earth, where once we were creatures of the oceans, swimming with families of whales and dolphins and porpoise, and we became the two-legged, learning to walk upon Mother Earth. And we do so as caretakers of the earth. And as we now return to her womb, we respect all that we receive from Mother Earth for our hydration, all that we receive from Mother Earth for our nutrition, all that we take of Mother Earth to build our shelters, all that we take of Mother Earth to light our fires, to create our energy. We return now to the womb of Mother Earth, to return to a dedication of balance, echoed so powerfully at this time of equinox, balance. For us Tuatha Dé Danann, to live in reciprocity with Mother Earth, to give back as much as to receive. We return now into the womb of Mother Earth, taking her place in her great family, where we have brothers and sisters that are stones and plants, trees and flowers and herbs. We have brothers and sisters that are animals with 4 legs, 2 legs like ourselves, animals with many legs, brothers and sisters. Among our family, we have brothers and sisters that fly in the sky with wings and feathers, that swim in the waters with fins and scales, that roam the land in coats of fur. Brothers and sisters, as we lie now in the womb of Mother Earth, holding a fragment of her body, our Leah, we acknowledge in our family the earth spirits, those who sing the songlines, the Auron Moor, the She, the earth spirits, the luminous ones, known here in Ireland as the good people, those energies living in the body of Mother Earth, that when the human connects, brings us as humans into greater and greater alignment, synchronicity, harmony with the divine laws of Mother Earth, where we live in celebration of her being our home, but we live lightly, leaving no footprints, returning now to the womb of Mother Earth, holding the stone, feeling her protection around you, her caring, all that she provides for you. At a time of your choosing, bringing your Leah to your lips and blowing with your breath 3 times or more, the gratitude, the appreciation that flows from your heart for our universal Mother. Anu, Earth Mother, Mama Pacha, Pachamama, Gaia. At a time of your choosing, taking 3 deep breaths, and at the end of the 3rd breath, very, very slowly, opening your eyes, and even though there may be little or no light where you are, allow the first thing that you see to be your Leah, your stone, your physician, ancient from the body of Mother Earth. To see what you can see.
Looking closely, sensing what your stone, your Leah, holds for you, this beautiful resource that holds the energy of your journey to Mother Earth, perhaps to keep in a special place in your home, under your pillow, in your pocket. Gently placing your stone perhaps on your lap or nearby, and bringing some movement into your fingers and toes. If it's comfortable to interlace your fingers, and a little stretch to either side, bringing yourself beautifully grounded back into your room. Well done, everyone. Well done. Each of us have something we can do, and perhaps that came from the Immram. I know John and I have our own ways of doing that. When I go for my walk every day, I pick up 3 pieces of litter. Now that might sound like something, well, that's really simple. But I feel at least it's doing something. And I've seen others in the park stop me, ask me what I'm doing, and then copy. There are others who say, why are you doing that? You're taking somebody's job away. But when we get to the point on our planet where there is no litter, then we will know that we truly love Mother Earth in ways that have often come from our children up. They are the ones that teach us as we recycle, as we maybe switch out more lights than we need. But connection with the animals that share our lives, with the skies overhead, with the earth beneath, how that speaks to us individually.
May every hour be an Earth hour in our lives. Of course, Earth Hour, as we're knowing it, growing from the movement in Sydney, Australia, a response to climate chaos, to climate damage, climate imbalance caused by our human presence here on Earth. And I'm sure you share with me that one of the most difficult experiences psychically, and therefore emotionally and psychologically, is to live in a world and bear witness to the impact many in our species have on Mother Earth, and the profound imbalances and toxicities that human presence can create here on the Earth. How difficult that is to bear witness when one is conscious, when one is Tuatha Dé Danann, when one has a sacred love for our mother. Our only choice is to change the world one person at a time. And Earth Hour surely asks us to be ourselves individually that one person, and to allow how we are in relationship, love and reciprocity with Mother Earth to simply be a valuable presence in the world. To allow others, friends, children, neighbors, colleagues perhaps, to simply be in the presence of one who is Tuatha Dé Danann, part of the tribe of Mother Earth. And while some may look and judge, while some may look and be inspired, to trust your presence, your pure presence, as the first person you're choosing to change the world with, yourself. And the Earth is a self-healing organism. Stating the obvious in our relationship with the Earth, human beings, of course, need Mother Earth. Mother Earth, of course, does not need our presence. And therefore, the appreciation and humility we need to have for her is our responsibility and accountability. To witness others who dismiss that accountability and responsibility is, of course, a major challenge for our souls. And yet, be secure and trust from Earth Hour and every hour that is of the earth, that we can make a difference by choosing to change the world one person at a time, beginning always, always with ourselves. May your experience of Earth Hour 2021 stay with you, inspire you, nourish you, especially in the days, weeks, and months ahead, especially in those times where you're asked to bear witness to the profound imbalance and wounding some parts of our species have here on Mother Earth. But never forget, ultimately, Mother Earth is a self-healing organism, and never forget that we can change the world with one person at a time, always beginning with ourselves.